Scraplift Crafternoon. I had to email myself this screenshot, so I'm gonna have to share the link below. I'm so sorry, I don't remember at the moment who this belongs to, and I did a screenshot of it, so just check the link below. And of course, all the other ladies that are playing along will be down there as well. You can kind of see we have one photo. It's actually been trimmed down a little bit. I might do that some, but I don't know if it'll be a whole bunch. Then we have basically 2 pattern papers plus a bigger, like a green one here. And I'm just realizing I'm gonna probably have to pick out some more papers because I have this summer kind of collection here that I thought I might use. It's from my Scrap Room Flavors of the Month, but all I have left, y'all, I even pulled this out of Hip Kit. That's not even part of it. All I had left was these little pieces, plus some cardstock here. So I may have to stash dive and find a piece that goes with these guys to do my frame and another little piece here. Because this just, I don't think is gonna be quite enough. Because I did pull out this Hip Kit and I think this looks good. Got little yellow flowers, but I don't have quite enough. So the other thing I did is I went stash diving. It came with this little guy here, and that's the main reason I'm using this collection, y'all. Because this picture is my baby when she was a tiny little baby. She was probably about 3 months old here, because I know this is summer, because I can tell by what my mother-in-law's wearing there. But anyway, she's a baby. It's her first year. That's my mother-in-law, and they are on one of these swings. And so I wanted to use this. So I definitely want to use this collection. I'm just going to have to supplement. And then I went digging because I didn't have much ephemera left. It just had this. It did have these little pieces, but y'all, none of this makes a bit of sense, so I'm not going to use those. I think this little green piece was in here too. So I went digging into some of my Hip Kit stuff. I found some things that are in the color family. So I think, and then I dug into some other little thing. Y'all, I just went totally diving for whatever that matched or looked like it might go. So I have all these little pieces here. Can y'all see those? Yes, good, okay. These little pieces here. I have this little cute, we'll see. I also pulled out this little, it has a little, what's that called? Pom-pom. I thought that was kind of neat, so that might stay. And then I have this. I like this You Are Loved. I'm thinking maybe about that. Other than that, I don't know what else would go in here, but I did like this, so we'll have to see. I thought the butterflies, but I don't think this pink is going to go at all. So I'm thinking no on the butterflies, but we'll see. And then I did have some enamel dots with the collection here, so I might get up using those. And then for a title, oh, and I had this little thing here. It says, you're my favorite and my best. For a title, I was thinking about maybe memory. Maybe I can fill that out. I might add another word to it or something because I thought that would be pretty. I do like this wood veneer because it kind of is the same color as this cardstock. That's kind of why I'm pulling this out. And then on the picture on the scrap there, or the lift there, there's actually a little tab on the top of the photo. And that might look cute too. I'm not going to use these leaves because that's fallish, but I was kind of thinking those couple things. Okay, so let me do this. Let me go find another piece of paper because I don't think I have enough here. And I will come back shortly and get you started. Well, y'all, I have gone and grabbed an old piece of Stampin' Up! Pattern paper. I do not remember the collection at this point. I'm not going to pull it out. It was like, it did have like soft pinks and some actually browns in it. So I feel like it was some kind of like, I don't know. I remember having soft pinks and browns in there. I don't remember the rest of it. But anyway, the pink went with this collection pretty well. And it was just a teeny little polka dot, so I thought it was a good pattern to use as my frame. So I have created the frame, and then I trimmed down that little tan cardstock or beigey cardstock. I did scuff the edges of all of that and matted it. I did gut the little pink polka dotted paper because I used that mat as well, or that paper as well as a photo mat on my picture there. So now I have my photo mats like a kind of reddish color, and then that little pink polka dot. And then I've got the Hip Kit, the yellow paper, and then I've got the little plaid. Now right now I'm just kind of measuring to see, okay, where do I want these little papers to fall? I'm going to be honest and tell you guys, this is not one of my favorite layouts. And it's really 100% because of the darn ephemeras. I love the little swing deal. That looks kind of cute. But I just really struggled to figure out, all my ephemeras just don't really, they just don't make my heart too happy. I don't feel like I went through my stuff well enough, because it's amazing to me with a ginormous room full of stuff, I could only find like 4 pieces. So something ain't right with my stash diving. I did decide to go ahead and scuff the edges of these little mats here. I started not to, and then I thought, no, everything else is scuffed. That looks stupid. So I went ahead and scuffed the edges of those. And again, I'll come in here in a second. Initially, I did not, let me back up just a second. I did not initially put foam behind my picture. I thought, okay, I'm just going to do that normal and all's good. I lay it down, everything, and then I pull out that little memory. I couldn't really put it above the pattern paper like on the sketch because you really couldn't see memory at that point, so I put it on the blue, and I think that looks okay. It's not real easy to see on camera, but it does look good in person. Now here's where I decided, oh, I need to put foam behind my picture because I had pulled out that little wood veneer like tab looking thing that says "so good," and there is dimension on that, so I thought, oh, I need to bring that picture up just a little bit to allow that wood veneer not to look strange above the picture there. So I put a little foam, and that's all kind of going together. Now this is where I'm going to start looking at my ephemeras. And again, I knew I wanted that swing on there, so that was the easy one. Now it was quite large, and I started to put it in that lower left corner, but it was facing the wrong way to me. And when I stuck it down there, I go, well, you're kind of looking the wrong way on the layout. Not that it has a face really, but it's just like the feel of it was looking off the page. So I moved over to the right, which is fine. That actually doesn't look too bad. I do kind of do something goofy here though. I put my little Frankenstein some foam behind the right hand side of that swing there, which is all fine and good, but I forget to put any glue on the actual part that's going to go on the photograph. And so you'll see me in a minute. I'm going to lift up that photograph. I try to fit the ATG gun up underneath there, and I'm thinking, Christine, you're so goofy. So I ended up having to pull out a little smaller tape runner. But anyway, so I'm Frankensteining my little foam / dimensional foam tape stuff here to make my swing set up, you know, same level as the picture. And again, I don't actually mind that. In hindsight, I should have added, I don't know, words or something to it. I think I got annoyed with myself with this layout, and I finally just stopped. But I mean, it's not ugly, and it's not like you're gonna look at it and go, oh, that's terrible. It's not really that. It's just I felt like maybe I didn't explore all my embellishment options, and I hate to use the word term called it in, but I almost feel like it was that because I was like, I dug and dug when I first started pulling this stuff out, but again, when I started putting it together, I thought, well, first off, the other thing too, y'all, I forgot to use the pom-pom frame, and I had every intention of using that. I think that would have looked cute behind that friggin' swing, but I had set it off to the side, and I had actually pulled it out the day before. I pulled stuff out to try to work with it, but then when you don't do your layout right away and you set something aside, you forget about it. So my pom-pom, I'll try to pull it out later, but it's too big and it's too late. And I go, well, that stinks, but oh well, for another day. So I'm building up my little 2 fishtail banners at the top up there. And I am pleased because I do have those little sunglasses that say love, and those are cute. I don't have any idea what collection they came from, but the little pink word love kind of matches my daughter's little outfit there, and the blues look good. So I end up sticking that up there, and it looks really cute. So I'm just going to put my little fishtail banners up here. So at this point, I've kind of got the base of the layout, right? I've got my paper layers down. I got my swing down there because that was darn sure going where it was going. And now I've got my 2 little fishtail banners. And now this is where I'm going to start getting into the ephemera. I know my little sunglasses will go up there. He looks cute, so that's okay. This is where I'm kind of going, okay, now what? I try to put that green grass on there. No, that don't look right. I can't make that work. I do have these 2 florals I pull out. They are not from the same collection at all. And you might can tell, I don't know. I think the colors are okay. And so I know those are going to go in the lower left corner. The sketch called for florals, honestly, in each of the little clusters, but I just didn't have enough florals. I don't know. I like I said, I even got into like my fake flowers and stuff, but just nothing looked right. I do have these 2 little frames here, these little chipboard frames out of a Hip Kit collection. I think it's a Hip Kit collection. And I think these actually turned out pretty cute. So I use it to just kind of ground the flowers in the lower left corner. And I put the yellow on top of the picture, and the little pink in that is going to go under. And I tried to decide initially over, under, and I finally make a decision. You'll see me get there in a second. And then I'm going to put the other little frame. I kind of mess with it in a second too. I'm not sure about it, but I end up putting that up over the swing. And again, that's probably a little bit of a deviation from the sketch because the sketch had a little bit embellishment cluster over there, but it didn't really get up close to the title per se, but I still think it looks kind of cute. I like the little frames. I think it kind of helps pull stuff together. So I'm gluing down my little pictures. I'm gluing down my little flowers here, and I end up deciding to put the flowers over as opposed to under. There is a little word adore on that frame, which I wanted to make sure you could see. So I made sure that you could see that. And then I stick this in a little frame up here, and then I have that little, can you see it yet? Well, there's there it is, speech bubble here with a little heart on it. And I thought, okay, that's cute. And I'm going to put some foam tape behind it in just a second. So here's where I add the word hello. I think it says hello memory now. I've made it look, the title basically hello memory. That's where I pulled out that pom-pom frame and I went, oh shoot, I don't even know where to put that now. I probably could have trimmed it down or something like that, but really honestly by this point I have already got stuff kind of laid down. And it really just wasn't going to work. So now I'm moving up to the areas I know I want to do, which is foam tape behind the little sunglasses. And I'm going to put that up on foam, and then I'll end up putting that little heart speech bubble up on foam. But y'all, I'm so goofy. I know that there's me trying to do that pom-pom thing again. I go, nope, you're not going to work. I've got the speech bubble. It's kind of laying on top of the chipboard frame that I have up there. It's going to need a little bit of foam tape, and so I try to put it where it goes on either side of the chipboard frame. And y'all, I lay it the wrong direction, so I have to move it. So yeah, you'll see me do that in just a second too. But I'm going ahead and put my foam tape up underneath the word hello here for hello memory. That takes me just a second. And I'm looking at this layout. I'm like, okay, you're not bad. Like I said, it's not like I look at it and go, you're not great either. And I'm just like, okay. So I'm going to put the title there, or actually I kind of move it in that little nestled spot there. So it says hello memory. Look at my little heart there. And this is now when I'm going to start fastening around with this darn foam tape. I even look at it and I go, okay, this is my orientation. And then when I put my foam tape down there, I just get it wrong. And you'll see me flip it over and realize, oh, shoot, that's the wrong direction. You got to move that, Christine, for it to fit over your chipboard. So anyway, that's what I'm having to do here. Thankfully, they didn't stick too badly and I didn't tear anything up. So he's going to go, and then I'm going to start looking at it. I don't know that I do anything else really specific. I think I forget the other thing, y'all. I had those enamel dots laying there, and I touched them. I didn't use them. I will end up going to get some enamel shapes, though. Oh, here's this little title here. I didn't put that on foam. I thought about it, but I thought, no, I'll stick you down there. And then I've got this, I picked those darn enamel dots up again. Oh, this is where I thought to use, maybe I use a butterfly or something like that. No, I decided against it. Nothing on this sheet ended up looking good to me after all. So I've gone over and I got some ink. I thought, okay, I'm going to ink this and put a little white ink on it. And that does help it. I do like that. It kind of, creates a little bit of cohesion here. And so I sprinkle that all around my little clusters and stuff. And then I'm going to, in a second, decide, well, you also need enamel dot, or enamel shapes, rather. I shouldn't say dots because they're not dots. They're actually going to be hearts. But I got those little enamel shapes right there to the left. And I'm going to pull out these little pink enamel shapes. Y'all, I am so clumsy with these darn things. I use my little needle nose, I want to say needle nose pliers, y'all. That's not right. They're needle nose tweezers. And I'm starting to pull these off. That goes okay right over here on the right-hand side. It's more in the upper left, and then the bottom I start nothing's sticking to my needles or something, and I couldn't. Every time I laid them down, they went the wrong direction. I'm like, no, the heart needs to go up and down. I will say I struggled in the upper left up here in a second. I'm going to try to put those shapes down there, and I can't figure out where I want one to go, and you'll see me kind of mess with it. For the moment, though, I'm kind of building up just clusters of 3. And I say clusters, obviously they're spread out just a little bit, but, just a bit of 3 in each little section here. And yeah, this is where I'm struggling to get the darn things off my tweezers in the right direction, and they just keep moving. And they look they look like hearts on the white paper there, but then after I set them down, I go, you might have a weird little dink in the top of the heart there, but it worked out okay. So here's where this third one here is where I kind of move and move it and move it and move it. Where do you put this, Christine? Where's this going to go? Where's it going to go? And it finally finds a home on the bottom of that fishtail. Nope, I stick it there and I go, nope, that's not going to work. And so I stick it down there, and that's better. Yep, that's all I'm going to do. So I look at this thing. I'm going to clean it up in just a second. And, well, actually, I do one more thing. What do I do here? I put the little journaling card. That's what it is. On the sketch, there was a little bit of journaling, and I decided I'm going to put this little bit of grid paper journal stuff here. And then that's all I'm going to do to it. So here's the slowdown. I'll have the stills on here, so take a look. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.